coming in. Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with. Yeah, 2-2-3-3, I'm on 10 again. Yeah.
So, alright. So on other news, so recent trade that blockbuster trade that went down. Russell Wilson got traded to the Broncos from Seattle, and it looks like Seattle's gonna be on a huge rebuild. And how you think the Broncos season so far is gonna look towards the next season?
You know, it's kind of tough to talk about that one. How the because the Broncos started out on fire last year with
Drew Lock.
Nah, they started out with Bridgewater. Bridgewater started the season for them last year. And like I said, they started out on fire. I think they were 4-0. And, you know, unexpected 4-0. Between them and Carolina starting out 4-0. I think it was actually 3-0. Whatever it was. You know, it was unexpected. And now you're talking about... And the year fizzled out. You know, you had... Bridgewater get injured. I mean, just a lot of setbacks for them all last year, to where it was, you know, a struggle toward down the end of the year, and obviously didn't make playoffs. But now you got where this guy, they go out and make the splash of the offseason. I'm talking about in trades. I understand, you know, Watson got traded as well, but that was something that we knew was coming.
But here's the thing though. Originally, they were supposed to go after Aaron Rodgers in free agency if he would have left Green Bay. But since he re-signed with Green Bay and signed that $200 million contract, they had to repivot and then go after Russell.
Another high-profile quarterback,
yeah.
Which at that point in time, nobody knew it was going to be Russ.
Yeah.
So for it to come out, because I'm not gonna lie, I think it came out as a surprise to many people that Russ just got traded to the Broncos. Nobody seen that. Everybody saw that if it wasn't Aaron Rodgers, then it wasn't going to be a high-profile quarterback. It may have been another quarterback, but not a high-profile quarterback. And then for it to come out that it was Russell, it was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They just went from no playoffs
to contenders.
And I'm talking about they have Jerry Jeudy. They got Cortland Sutton. They traded Noah Fant. But you listen, they have an offense to where it's like, yo, we're solid. We're good on offense. Our defense, listen, now through draft, let's add some pieces in there. Let's add, you know, they're going to be kind of out of gas for the next couple of years.
Yeah. Because
they gave up 3 first rounds for this guy. But still, they added, you know, Pat Surtain Jr. last year to their defense. So it's like, listen, we have pieces on defense.
All you got to do is
add a little bit more.
All you got to do is retool the defense in the draft.
And honestly, yo, they are set. Their offense is set for the next few years. Russell Wilson, young, and like, yo, now he just got to be able to stay healthy. But he has an O-line that will keep him healthy. I think they have a fair enough O-line that's going to keep him healthy for the year. So
yeah, Seattle O-line was trash.
This man was running every down.
He was running for his life.
Running for his life. So now with this offense, he can stand back there just a little bit longer and get the ball to big receiver Cortland Sutton and speedy, quick, and agile receiver Jerry Jeudy. They are going to be a problem in that AFC. Like, they're going to be a problem. So once again, that's another thing, man. Just keep your eye out. And I think once again, they're also not done with making moves.
Yeah, they're not done retooling this offense.
It's like I said, man, yo, this offseason, like I said, man, it's crazy, and we just got into it.
Alright, so on the other news, Aaron Rodgers re-signed for Green Bay for a whopping $200 million contract. I think it was $140 million.
138
guaranteed.
138 guaranteed.
So I didn't like this move. I feel
150. My bad. 150
million guaranteed. Yeah, but I didn't like the move. I thought he should have left because supposedly all the complaining and whining that he was doing it in the, like during the season, how he felt like he doesn't have enough help. he feels like the front office not making moves to help him contend for a title. I felt like all of that was like somewhat justified because it's like you drafted a QB and you traded up to draft Jordan Love, and then you got other pieces where you will feel like you were gearing up to either trade him or release him. But then he came off an MVP campaign season, so that way it gave him leverage. And now that he won back-to-back MVPs again, it gave him even more leverage. So it's like, I think they seen how Jordan Love played, and they see that he wasn't ready. And now they feel like, man, if we get rid of Aaron Rodgers, we're not going to really have nothing, because I don't think Jordan Love is ready to take on that daunting task and be the next QB of the future. So now you basically have to placate to Aaron Rodgers and his silly games, where how he manipulates the media and try to play victim when he doesn't get his way, or how he tries to threaten retirement or thinking about playing for another team, and all this manipulative media head games, and it's kind of annoying and tiresome. But my problem is how you as a QB, you want help, you want to contend for a title. One thing I can say about Green Bay, they did put a decent defense by you so you could contend for a title. You still came up short. Yes, you won the MVP, but you didn't get it done by losing to the 49ers. And now that you took this huge, big contract, you're going to be eating up at least 2/3 of the cap throughout the next, 4 or 5 years?
4 or 5 years.
So
4 years.
how are you going to sign anybody to a decent long-term contract for the future if you're going to be a majority cap hit at least $50 million moving forward?
Listen, he is not. All right, so we let quick step back, right? A couple of years back, Tom Brady complained about the same thing, right? Not having pieces around him, not having enough help. But you know what they ended up doing? They got serviceable receivers. Serviceable receivers to where, listen, Tom Brady, we know what you can do with these guys. Use what you got. Now you got great tight ends. You got Rob. You got pieces that, listen, they're not all stars and not Pro Bowl receivers or tight ends. You got serviceable receivers, serviceable people. But on the other end, hey, we ain't gonna pay you a lot though. We can't pay you a lot. But Tom Brady understood that and he saw that. And listen, yes, I'm gonna complain about it, but I'm not complaining about not having all of these pieces that I want and need. But I'm getting paid this buku amount of money. I'm not getting paid a lot of money. He wasn't getting paid a lot of money. I think at one point he was probably like the second highest or third highest paid on his roster.
Yeah.
On the roster. So it's like, yo, he ain't getting paid a lot. So it's like, all right, well, listen, I'm not this greedy person. Granted, I probably want all of it and I deserve all of it.
Who doesn't?
But I'm not getting paid a lot of money and then asking for a lot. So it's like, hey, give me one or the other. I'm on a cap-friendly deal.
Yeah. But yeah, you got all this trash around.
Correct. Now, the other side of it, you got your boy Aaron Rodgers. Mr. Greedy. I want the money. And then I also want I need the players. So I think A-Rod, listen. You said it. I'm also saying it. I agree. I think, Green Bay re-signing this guy to the money that he got was dumb, because y'all gave all the way in on this guy. And now you had to let go or trade some people because
trade a big piece.
Y'all didn't have the money to go out and pay this guy. To pay those people that are now having to be traded or sent to free agency, because once again, y'all gave this guy another 4-year contract for $200 million. Now, let's just kind of fast forward. This guy is probably at the end of this year gonna do the same exact thing. I don't know if I want to be on this team anymore. You know what? What can I do to stir up some drama?
He can't. He's on a 4-year deal.
Man, that man, just like anybody else, can request a trade, and listen, take whatever cap hit, or guess what? Listen, I'm gonna sit. Y'all gonna find me for the entire year, but guess what? It ain't gonna matter, because you know what? I just got paid 150 something mil guaranteed. So I don't care to lose 50 mil next year. You can find me, and the most I'm gonna lose is what? Let's say $1 mil, $2 mil for a season, $3 mil for a season. Does it matter to me? No, I don't care. Even if I lose 50 mil for one season to have to sit, it don't matter to me. I just got 150 mil guaranteed. That's in my bank account sitting right now. Lovely. So guess what? Do whatever you want. Either you trade me, or I'm gonna retire. So, and like I said, Green Bay got the short end of the stick, which was by far one of the dumbest things, because based on what we're gonna be talking about next,
they played their hand too. They played a bad hand by drafting Jordan Love too soon.
Too soon. Like, I think that's definitely where it shifted a lot of stuff with Aaron Rodgers, because it's like, all right, listen, maybe not going after Jordan Love in the draft.
The way they did it
was right. Hey, Aaron, we need your successor, right? We want to draft your successor. Do you think we should draft him this draft? Maybe if we draft him this draft, do you think we should draft him this high? Like, where do you see?
They traded up to get him.
Exactly, right? And that to me, if I'm quarterback, MVP caliber quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback, you go out and not just draft, you move up in the draft to draft another quarterback without saying anything to me. That's my time to leave, because now I know, listen, y'all already looking for the future. Yeah. And listen, I have no problem with y'all looking towards the future. However, if I'm not included in that, if y'all not saying, hey, listen, Aaron, what are you doing? Like, are you going to help through the process of getting this guy, ready? Listen, yo, I'm ready to go. I'm out. Like, yo, you just flat out tried me, man.
But even if they did include Aaron Rodgers, thinking that, okay, we're trying to draft a QB of the future, he's not gonna be okay with that. He's gonna say no. He's gonna say use that first round draft pick to draft a talented player that can help us win now.
And I agree. Listen, Jordan Love was, even if he was projecting top, round one, how many other teams actually needed a quarterback, and how many other teams was going to go after Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Who was Jordan Love at the time for them to say, yeah, let me move up in the draft to go draft this guy?
To me, he was a first late round, early second round
pick. Early to mid second round pick.
I'm pretty sure all the top QBs I took it in the first top 10.
Yeah,
picks.
But like, yo, early to second round, mid second round pick, and at that point, listen, Aaron, let me meet you halfway. I'm gonna get this receiver for you, right? I'm gonna get this tight end for you. Hell, I'm gonna go get this talented running back who can catch out the backfield. I'm gonna go get him for you. But guess what? Second round, I'm gonna go after this quarterback. I need him on my roster just in case.
I think if it happened like that, I think
you talking about a whole different ballgame.
But once they drafted Jordan Love and they traded up together, I think that lit a fire under him.
That definitely.
Where it was like, okay, I'm out now. I'm ready for this season. I'm ready to prove, I'm ready to prove to you guys I'm unreplaceable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not only win back. I'm not going to only win MVP. I'm gonna take us far in the playoffs, and on top of it, I'm gonna win back-to-back MVPs.
Exactly.
So y'all have no choice but to pay me this type of buku bread.
Yeah, no choice. And I mean, listen, I don't knock him for doing it, because at the end of the day, listen, he asked. I mean, not to say he asked, but it was one of those things like, yo, listen, if I need it, why not? I'm the franchise. At this point in time, I'm the franchise. And if the franchise is asking you for something and you ain't trying to give it, then listen, all right, we're going to have to cut it short.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if I see that the direction that y'all headed in is not the direction I see the team needing to head in, like, yo, listen, I don't want to be any part of it. Because, yo, what are we working towards? If it's not working towards a championship, then like, yo, what's the point of us being here? Nobody says go get this veteran receiver who's going to require a lot of money to help me out. Hey, listen, through the draft, there's a lot of young cats. Get them. Let me help develop them.
And on top of that, you know, Green Bay, they keep most of their draft picks anyway.
Exactly. So like, yo, go listen, I just need one receiver that's going to, you know, put us in a position to win. Like, allow me to get him the ball. And matter of fact, not just help me, it's gonna help all his other receivers.
Or shore up the defense or with a defense.
Right? So I mean, you don't do that, then guess what? You just, I mean, y'all.
Alright, so segue to our next topic. How do you feel about Davante Adams getting traded to the Las Vegas Raiders?
Man, listen, great move by the Raiders. Great move by Davante Adams.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again.